Hello and welcome to Military Mayday, where we point out a few pieces on the chessboard. If you value quick info like this, please like this channel, subscribe. Let's start over here with some Russian news. Putin removes military leaders, figures, and fears of the Kremlin. We're going to scroll down here a little bit and get to some of the juicier parts. Only Russian Defense Minister Sergei Shoigu remains irremovable. Analysts have an explanation for the reason for this. First, when Russia loses its war against Ukraine, the Kremlin will need someone to blame for the loss. I can see that. Second, most importantly, the more talented minister in this position could pose a threat to Putin personally. Yeah, I agree with that too, but maybe somewhat. Earlier, independent military analyst Alexander Alison suggested on Freedom that Russian President Vladimir Putin would gradually replace parquet generals with frontline military leaders who have combat experience. So maybe that's what he's doing. According to the analyst, there is a split in the military elite in the Russian Federation. Now that I don't believe that there. I do not believe that is true. I think that's just a false talking point, something to put out. Just a lie. Let's see what we got here. Russia's air defense unable to deal with Western-made missiles. Ukraine's Air Force, aka USA and NATO. We'll skip here. Annette said American ATACMS are already ballistic missiles. They will help us significantly change situations at the front. With the arrival of Western-made warplanes, it will be a completely different story. Ukraine has long argued for strong air defense to protect Russia aerial assaults to be capable to return fire. In August, Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky stressed that Ukraine's defenses were not yet capable of protecting its whole territory against Russian attacks. Also in August, Ukraine Foreign Minister Dmitry Kuleba said he requested the U.S. provide Ukraine with the ATACMS long-range missiles in a phone call with the U.S. Secretary of State. Furthermore, Nat said there is news that Germany will also hand over sea surface drones and that other weapons will arrive too. And best of all, our Neptune missiles, which perform quite effectively, and Harpoon-carrying F-16s appear, Russian ships will have nothing to do in the Black Sea at all. Other weapons will arrive too. Other weapons will arrive. Wow. And I can only imagine what those are going to be. Russia's desperate need for weapons in Ukraine could be a big win for the North Korean military. I'm not even going to read this. I don't think Russia's going to buy anything from North Korea. I mean, that pretty much like buying something from a high school shop class, really. You want to know the truth. And a very early one. South Korea's new missile system interceptor spotted during a parade rehearsal. Yeah, here's that sucker. It's an interceptor. The development of the LSAM interceptor holds particular significance due to the persistent threats posed by Pyongyang. North Korean leader Kim Jong-un has expressed intentions to attack targets of South Korea with missiles equipped with tactical nuclear weapons. Okie dokie. I don't think they have the money to afford nuclear weapons, but whatever. The deployment of the LSAM, which can bring down incoming airborne targets at altitudes of 60 kilometers, can ameliorate and make up for the weakness of the current missile defense architecture. Yeah, it looks kind of impressive. It better be able to do something. Oh, got a little British news here, Royal Navy. Advanced ships to be used to repel Russia to protect UK from existential threat to security. A high-tech ship is going to be utilized by the Royal Navy to repel Russia. I'm going to read you this story. It's a quickie. As reported in the Daily Express, a surveillance ship, RFA Proteus, will be used to protect cables in the North Sea and monitor vessels following a major overhaul. Having previously been used in the offshore oil industry, the 6,000-ton ship has now had a $70 million conversion. She will act as a mothership for submersible drones, which can be launched in different weather conditions. A crew of up to 80 Royal and Royal Marine specialists can work on board. And gee, I wonder what they're going to be doing with that ship. Protecting the lines or actually fucking them up? We'll find out here in just a few weeks. Romania blocked Austria's participation in NATO meetings. This one we'll probably have to keep up. I'm not going to read it. It's just not worth it. It really don't make a whole lot of sense at the moment. And finally, Israel is not an apartheid state, former South African defense minister says. Well, I can tell you right now, with what I know about white genocide that happens quite often, I would probably, if not be a apartheid state, I would at least have hyper laws for blacks when they commit some of their crimes, and it's pretty heinous in most cases. Okay, gentlemen, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel. Use all the help you can give me. And that'll be it. Toodaloo.